How do you get business loans to start and grow your business? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about during today's training. We're going to talk about insider secret loans that you probably don't even know about, that you're not going to find online. We're going to talk about the easiest to qualify for business loans, the ones that will give you the best terms. We're going to talk about how to get business loans even if you have bad credit. We're going to talk about how to get business loans even as a brand new startup business. And along the way, I'm going to give you my best tips and tactics to help you get the most money at the best terms for your business. And if you stick around at the end, I'm going to get you access to our funding vault of 27 types of business loans and credit lines you may qualify for right now. We got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. So look, if you're looking to get business loans, well, then there's a formula you should know about. Now, I call this the 3 C's cash acquisition formula because it's really a very simple way of knowing what type of business loans you may qualify for. Now, look, lenders and credit issuers have 3 main things they're looking at to determine if you should be approved for credit and financing. And those 3 things include cash flow, credit, and collateral. Now, if you go to get an SBA loan, for example, you have to have all 3 of those. You have to have good personal credit and established business credit. You have to have collateral equivalent to the amount that you're borrowing. You also have to have cash flow verifiable with years of tax returns. Look, most business owners don't have that, which is why SBA loans are so elusive and hard to qualify for. But here's the secret formula. What's nice about the 3 C's cash acquisition formula is you don't need all 3 C's to get financing. You only need one. And if you have one of those C's, then you don't need the other 2. Let me give you an example. If your strength is that you have cash flow, let's say you've been in business 6 months or more, you've got consistent cash flow, you can prove tax return or prove bank statements that money is going in your bank on a consistent basis, you're managing your bank accounts responsibly. Well, that opens up all kinds of funding options for you just based on your cash flow. You can go to PayPal, you can go to Square, you can go to Stripe and get loans as much as $500,000 with low interest rates. Sometimes they don't even charge interest, they just charge a set fee. So if you're running money through a PayPal, Square, or Stripe account and you're consistently growing that amount that's going through there, well, then a lot of those sources will approve you. Or you can qualify for merchant cash advances or cash flow financing, where you can get as much as 12%, sometimes even higher, advanced to you of the amount that you're processing every year through your actual bank account. So if you're doing $200,000 in revenue through your business bank account, well, with cash flow financing, you can get $24,000, $25,000 or even more just based on the fact that you've got consistent cash flow and you're managing your bank account responsibly. You can get term loans as well. You can get SBA loans just because mostly you're managing your cash flow responsibly. So if you have a C like cash flow, PayPal, Square, Stripe, merchant cash advances, cash flow financing, even credit lines through places like Fundbox and Bluevine are great ways for you to get approved just because you have consistent management of your cash flow. Here's the other nice thing. Your credit doesn't matter. Even if you have horrible personal credit, there's a great chance you can get approved for all those financing options I just gave you, and you don't need collateral either because you have the 1 C of cash flow. Now let's say the C that you have is collateral. Well, then you can get all kinds of financing just based on the asset that you may have as collateral, where your personal credit doesn't matter and where you don't need to show good credit either. So a lot of assets can work here. On the personal side, it might be stocks, might be bonds, 401ks, IRAs. On the business side, the asset you may have may be equipment, maybe inventory, maybe commercial real estate, maybe purchase orders, even account receivables where you let your customers pay you on terms. But if you have any kind of asset like that you can pledge as collateral to a lender, well, good chance you can get approved for collateral-based financing regardless of personal credit and also regardless of cash flow. Now, let's talk about the 3rd C, credit. If you have good personal credit or a guarantor, a family member, friend, potential investor, someone around you that does, well, then there's a program called Credit Line Hybrid you can get approved for. You can get approved if you're a high-risk industry, even as a brand new startup business. You can get credit lines upwards of $150,000 with 0% rates, and you could take the cash out at 0%. Pretty cool, right? You can even use these credit lines to help you build business credit. And by building your business credit, you're able to qualify for even more types of revolving credit without a personal guarantee and without a personal credit check. And just like the other C's, if you got the strength of credit, Cash flow doesn't matter, so you don't need to verify any cash flow. This is no doc financing, and it's unsecured, so you don't need any kind of collateral either. So if you're looking to get a business loan, you've really got to look at what your strength is. Is it your cash flow? Is it your credit? Or is it your collateral? And based on that strength, you want to go look at fintech and alternative lenders that lend money in that space based on that strength. If you have all three as a strength, well, that's when you want to get SBA loans. And if you have good credit and cash flow as your strength, well, then you want to look at longer term loans. Now, what if you have none of the three? Well, that's when business credit building is right for you, because with business credit building, you could probably get 85% of the money you need through credit cards that you can actually get in your business name. They don't require a personal guarantee or credit check as you build your business credit. Credit doesn't matter, cash flow doesn't matter, and collateral doesn't matter. I call it a catch-all because anybody is able to get business credit even when you can't get other kind of financing. So if you'd like to see all the kind of business loans you can get right now, well, then give us a call. On a free consultation with us, we will actually do a funding qualification to tell you all the loans and credit lines you can get right now. You can even go to creditsuite.com/get funding to get approved. You can go to creditsuite.com/get funding. We'll do a pre-approval and talk to you that way about all the funding you can get. But on a consultation call with us, we'll also do a fundability assessment. We'll figure out what's wrong with fundability that lenders aren't going to like and what to improve to make sure you have the best chances of getting approved for the most money. And we'll also get your business credit reports with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, Experian, go over those with you and give you tips and tactics to build your business credit. So to get that consultation, give us a call at 877-600-2487. That's 877-600-2487. You can also email us info@creditsuite.com, or you can schedule online at creditsuite.com/consult. And don't forget to grab our funding vault of 27 killer ways to get money for your business. You can grab that at creditsuite.com/27 ways. That's creditsuite.com/27 ways. Did you get value from this training? If so, make sure you like and subscribe and keep your eye out for their next training where we talk about more cool ways to get money to start and grow your business.